I'm Melanie Matta, Superintendent Principal at Hope Elementary School in Porterville, California. This is my 20th year in education, my 4th year as Superintendent Principal at Hope School. I chose Hope School because it had the family feel and the ability for me to make the biggest impact and change in the lives of students. So when I started with the district happened to be in turmoil before I came. So I really wanted to make it a point to meet with each person on the staff, not just the teaching staff, but the classified staff. I wanted to do that so that I got a pulse of what their needs were. Very beginning of the year, we had a meeting together to just kind of determine our mission and vision, where I felt the school should go, but also where they felt that they wanted the school to go. We wanted to be the top school in Tulare County. We wanted to increase our ELA and our math scores. We wanted to reclassify a certain percentage of kids every single year. Hands down, the biggest challenge has been COVID. So our first year was a phenomenal year. We made some gains, and then we were poised and ready to repeat that, and then we were shut down. My whole staff and I were devastated because here we were in March. You know, we're typically getting ready to take that test in late April, early May, and man, we just got our legs taken out from us. During the initial shutdown, we were on spring break, and so in communicating with my staff, we determined that we had some time to kind of sit and think, but we were able to kind of put a plan in place, deliver our all of our technology out, put packets together, whatever, but also communicate to our stakeholders that we're not done teaching. A success was that we actually made it happen. We made teaching and learning happen through the pandemic, and our scores prove that. Data is huge. When I first got here, we had no data. So we had to kind of build it from the ground up. So we started very simply, Google Sheets. We started tracking data. One of the biggest things that we did was say, okay, we've got this assessment. Let's put everything down. And let's really look at what our student looks like. Once we do that, we can kind of drill down as to, hey, this student really isn't making the gains that we think they should be making. So what can we do as a team to kind of tap into resources that we need to deliver best instruction to this student? Our staff looks at data now in a different way. How are our English learners performing? We don't know because we didn't identify them before. We identify them now. We know how our English learners are performing, how our SED students are performing, because we keep all of that data on spreadsheets and we share that data with each other. We share that data with parents, and most importantly, we share that data with students. Because if students didn't know how they were performing or where they were performing, they wouldn't have that drive to continue to do better. So in our upper grades, data looks like we've just given an assessment and now we have a one-on-one chat on, hey, this is how you did. Let's see how we can do better the next time. Tell me something that you felt as you were taking the test that went well. Tell me something as you were taking the test didn't go well. Now that teacher's taking notes, that's data. If we're not sharing that data with kids, they're not really sure what is the end goal, right? So they're working, and just like you and I, we work, but what's the end goal? And what's the data along the way that shows me that I'm going to make that end goal? That's what kids need to know.